Having trouble with navel orangeworm in the orchard? Sidetrack Now Miso Mating Disruption is your best bet to minimize loss and maximize profitability. Used with Tresse's new multi-gender lures for your monitoring program, you can achieve the quality yields you deserve. Contact your local sales rep today. Hello, I'm Matthew Malcolm with Pacific Nut Producer Magazine, reporting to you from the annual Conference of American Pistachio Growers this year in Monterey. And one of the features of this year's conference was providing market updates, especially in relation to a new market that we've tapped into, the Indian market, which they're about a half year in their marketing campaign. I'm here with Ritesh Bajaj. He's coming from India. He spoke on a panel discussion today talking about how that marketing is being received in India and all the potential as we're getting into larger crops. It's just more and more critical that we expand our markets. And so what do you have to share from your Indian perspective?
Pistachios is not yet among the top few nuts in India. It's probably ranked probably the last, with only 2 to 3% of the very affluent class in India consuming these pistachios as a snacking and an evening snack. It's way behind the almond and the walnut story yet. So if we are looking to take the pistachio market in India to a upper, very high level, we need to build on the marketing part. We have seen the almond story in the past, from starting with maybe one container, two containers in 90s. It is right now the largest export market for the US. And we can do the same for pistachios. So for pistachios, I feel in on years, we are looking at very huge upcoming crops. And hence there's a need for India to be playing a very key role in the overall consumption of the produce. It needs to have preferential pricing or mass marketing activities that would really help to build this market and bring it to a certain level where the market shares significantly is not dropping even in an off year when California decides to take the price up. So that is the time when we have created that specific consumer base who are loyal to American pistachios as a snacking nut. They would not be moving back to Iranian or a cheapened variety when the pricing is high. So we need to get to that stage. All of us will really have to work hard to get to that level. And this is a 25 million pound market right now, and we are probably heading towards a 40 to 50 million pound in the next crop year, because we are expecting 1.2 billion crop from California in 2020.
Right. So what type of product from California are you looking to receive? More in-shell, or what's the or variety-wise? What are you looking for quality-wise and for the product that you're shipping in?
India has been, for in-shell, traditionally an Iranian market, but the qualities and supplies in the past have been very inconsistent. But with the arrival of Californian pistachio in-shells into India, the consumers and the processors are happy working with Californian product because it's a very consistent produce, and it's very easy to set your recipes. It's very easy to make the final product. We don't have to manipulate the quality. It's a good-looking nut on its own. So California usually ships 21, 25 US extra number one. That's a standard grade, which should be the most popular variety. India is also a kernel market, but traditionally a big chunk of kernels are coming in from Afghanistan, because that is where Indian traditional sweets are made with the Afghan kernels. So Californian kernels are going to probably replace the Iranian supplies, which look probably similar in taste and appearance, which is mostly used in garnishing the traditional Indian sweets. But still, the bigger chunk is going to be the in-shell snacking segment.
Now, growers and processors today were really interested in what the potential is, as far as like how much crop could we actually in the future with more promotions and marketing campaigns in India. What is the potential as far as consumption? What can we ship there? Maybe in 5 to 10 years.
India is a very diverse society. We have 28, 29 different countries living in one country with 29 languages. Along with that comes all different food consuming habits. So even our nut consumption habits vary from region to region, from north to west to south. So we will have to work on strategies how to communicate the right message to every person from a different society, from a different religion, from a different region of the country. That is very important. So we are looking to push at a very high growth because next year is a big crop. If we do 40 to 50 million, and looking at the high crop size in next 5 years, we should be looking at doing 100 million in probably 3 4 years.
Great. Well, hey, thanks for the update, and thanks for your part in this piece.
Yeah.
As far as bridging the gap between us and India there, and we look forward to investing more in the future to getting to the Indian market. And those of you American pistachio growers out there, pat on your back for the investment and the funds that are going into this marketing, as well as some of the trade aid that we received with the international trade dispute as a result of that. But we look forward to
We
being.
appreciate the support offered by the APG and the grower body to build the Indian market. We are really happy about the start, but we have to keep up the momentum to build the market. We appreciate that.
Great. We're looking forward to it. Thank you. Read more about these things in Pacific Nut Producer Magazine. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.